Hello, I'm Whisky Pete, and I'm in Glasgow, Scotland, where the sun always shines and the whisky comes straight out of the tap. There's lots of different whiskies here in Scotland. Some offer very interesting flavours, and some are a bit like sex when you're married. Not very surprising, but it does the job. Today I'll be at the lost Port Dundas distillery for the first in a series of vlogs entitled A Brief History of Whisky. So let's get right into it, shall we? Cheers.
Built in 1811 at the highest point in the city of Glasgow, at its peak Port Dundas was the largest distillery in the country and was renamed the Blending Powerhouse of Scotland. They later changed that back to Port Dundas. In 1860 it merged with a neighbouring distillery, Cowlairs, and another neighbouring distillery, Dundas Hill, was also absorbed by the site in 1902.
By the 1970s, the site had increased to a whopping 25 acres and would produce an unparalleled, slap my face and call me Agnes, 39 million litres of spirit per annum, which, contrary to popular belief, wasn't just drunk by Scots.
Indeed, Port Dundas produced grain whisky used in well-loved blended Scotch brands known throughout the world: J&B, VAT 69, Whitehorse, Buchanan's, Bell's, and of course, Johnnie Walker. Unfortunately, after almost 2 centuries of distilling, in 2010 owners Diageo decided to focus their efforts on grain production elsewhere, and the entire site was demolished.
So why was this distillery demolished and production moved elsewhere? And will this question be answered today? The answer is no, it won't.
Port Dundas was part of the Forth and Clyde Canal project completed in the latter part of the 18th century. A canal designed to provide an important commercial route across the industrial heartland of Scotland from the Forth estuary in the east to the Clyde in the west. The distillery, along with textile works, timber works, glue works, were built on the north bank of the canal and were part of a large industrial centre during the 18 and 1900s. The period when folk had real jobs instead of useless degrees in media studies like today.
During those halcyon days of industry, the area was nicknamed Little Amsterdam, as the canal was once lined with movie theatres, brothels and herbal cafes. They removed all that though, damn social workers. By the 1960s, the canal had gone into decline due to more modernised transportation routes, but in recent years has undergone massive regeneration. And in fact, the widespread regeneration of North Glasgow is set to continue with a 600-strong housing development right here on the site of the former distillery. So one day, if you're lucky, you could live in these hallowed grounds and be part of that Scotch whisky history. Isn't that amazing? No, I didn't think so. It's an unusually good day here today. We even have people wakeboarding on the canal behind me. As the old saying goes, there's 2 seasons in Scotland, June and winter, but even in June, the weather's still fucking shite. I do hope this short vlog has illuminated the historical significance of the Port Dundas distillery and surrounding area. I'm sure it hasn't, but if it has, then the world is now a better place. Thank you for watching. Please follow me on all the social media crap: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the Jacobite Express, your mother's ass. Okay, that's enough.